Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Motorsport Manager. We're returning to the Predator Racing Group and the Worst to Best Challenge. And before we get into the next race, which is going to be around Milan, I would like to change how I'm improving the parts. So we probably want to switch. What are we currently designing? I actually do not remember at the current moment. Let's see. We're working on an engine, so I might switch over to the other suspension here, as we were at 77% with that brake. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch things so that they're 10 reliability, 10 performance. So we start getting some improvements into our new parts. And that should be everything that we have currently. Okay, so hopefully that will help quite a bit, because I think we'll get up to 60% by the time we get to the race. As well as, when that engine gets built, I will move things over to full-on reliability to see if we can get that part reliable enough to use it, although I doubt we will. But we'll try nonetheless. But in any case, let's go ahead and continue here. Okay, there comes the engine. And we also have an upcoming vote, but I'm not exactly sure. Oh, okay, that's going to be happening very soon. So our engine build just finished. Move over to improving the parts. So as I said, we got up to above 60%, which is what I thought we would do. I am going to switch out this suspension for the improvement of the new engine. And what else can we do here? Now, I might be able to make this more reliable if I actually reduce the number of parts that we have to improve. But I don't know if that's necessarily going to help us overall. All right, what else do we have that is on the low end? Really, a lot of things are getting close to that 80% mark that I really look for. So, you know what? I am going to go full reliability, but I'm only going to do these two parts to see if we can get them up a little bit closer. On the other hand, I could just do that, I guess. Yeah, all right, we'll do that. 33 days after race isn't too bad. We also have to design another part. Okay, so we have 2 parts brakes, 2 parts engine. Now it's time to go into suspension, and I guess we can do this 2 times in a row. The next race we're going to have after Milan is going to be the Ardennes and then back to Munich. So we're going to want that medium speed corners up there eventually. So, yeah, let's get on making the suspension here. So, all right, the first choice we're going to do is medium speed corners, and then the second choice, I don't want that one, and these are both risk related. Ooh, this is where our mechanic is kind of suck. Actually, you know what? Medium speed corners plus 20 to max, reliability minus 10. I guess we'll use that because it's okay. It's definitely better than these other ones because I don't want to take risk level, and medium speed corners during qualifying is meaningless to us. So we'll take this. It's not necessarily the best, but it's something. And I'm a little bit concerned about deep speed corners, reliability. Okay. Oh, yeah. So this designer is not particularly good at getting us better suspension, because all of these other benefits are, there is a requirement. So on soft, supers, and ultras, on wet tires and inners, it requires you to use a particular type of tire, which is not going to be something that we can do all the time. And I'd also have to remember that. So I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not sure what we're going to be able to do with that next level of suspension. This is where getting a new designer probably will help us for the future. But in case, we're going to take what we've got. Let's build this part. So we'll get this 7 days after the race. All right. So let's go ahead and continue. Let's make sure, though, the improvement is what we want to have going. Yeah, that looks good. So let's continue. We've only got 2 days here, but we're going to have the politics. All right, so the vote started, and what it is to remove one of the lawn tracks. Now, honestly, that would probably benefit me. It doesn't list me as being one of the people it would benefit because it's such a top speed oriented track and we are so far behind everybody else. But, oh, this rule will not benefit all these teams. Interesting. I'm going to vote against it though, because I don't want to see a track taken off of our schedule, because I think the more races we have, the better potential we have to grow as a team. So if we don't get where we need to be this season, which we might not, next season, this gives us more time. So I'm going to vote against it. Let's see how it goes. So I'm just going to skip to the end. It won't kill me one way or the other if this ends up... All right, it did vote against. So we're going to keep Milan. There's 2 instances of Milan, so it probably would have only been one of them. What's the next vote we've got, though? Medium-length practice sessions. I probably vote for that because I like more time in practice. Random grids. There's no qualifying session grids. I would vote against this because I like the current system. On the other hand, though, if we're on the way up, the random system was actually better than the current system. When you're behind, it works, but when you're ahead, you actually would probably prefer random. So, I don't know. I'd have to decide on that. 6-man pit stop crews. Okay, I'll definitely vote against that because that will go against what we just voted for last season, which is a change I really like, having full pit crews. Okay, so it was refused. So I'm not really a big fan of the rule changes this year, but we'll just vote against the ones that we don't like. So let's go ahead and continue. I mean, we could check out the improvement, but I don't think we're going to get even maybe to 40% by the time we get to the race. Yeah, okay. And I think that's just too unreliable to really use, in my opinion. Let's go for the fitting of the parts, though, because we're going to have to do that anyway. All right, so we have a new set of brakes to use. So I'm going to put that for Santa Ana. And the performance right now is pretty much the same between the 2 brakes. We have a better engine. So we'll do that. Oh, actually, no. I apologize. We won't be using that yet because it's only 37%. And there's no way, even with the nurseability, I think that engine's going to get around. Especially in a track that's really going to abuse it. And then we're already set up for our suspension. So we're getting away with giving Santa Ana all the best parts, it looks like, without having her be upset about it. So that's good. Are we good on sponsors? Yeah, we are. Okay. So I'm going to go with the 14th or above. And we're already good here, so let's go straight onto the race. I will be simulating practice. I think at this point we've kind of established that we're still down there as far as our team performance, and I really don't expect to do all that well on this course. But last time I didn't expect to do that well on a Milan course, and we did just fine. I didn't pay too much of attention to the weather that was projected for the practice and race, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay, so we need more downforce. I really am surprised to see that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to kind of put it a little bit on the low end of what it's showing here because I really don't know if I trust that. And then it's saying it wants softer suspension. I guess I'll do it a little bit. And then we need more top speed. That I believe. So we'll go with something like this. And we'll keep you with inners because of the wet weather. And then over here. All right, so this one is going in the direction I would expect. I probably overdid that a little bit. Okay, and then handling, we need stiffer, which again, that's going more the direction I'd expect. And then we need top speed. Okay, that looks good to me. And confirm, and then we're going to instant result here. Hopefully the AI gets us some bonuses. Because I don't really like it when they don't. Okay, we finish 18th and 19th. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so sunny right now. I'm going to check the forecast. So it looks sunny for the meantime. Let's get our bonuses. So we did get race trim and the nurse ability we'll continue to use. And then I guess we might as well take this bonus even though it's probably meaningless. And then car setup. Alright, well, there's not a whole lot I can do about it when the AI doesn't give me a good car setup. I don't know what to expect as far as temperatures go in the tires, so we keep everybody on a neutral strategy. Actually, car setup. Tire choices. I'm going to go on medium with Lawton, even though it's probably going to be not the best idea. Okay, and we'll do softs with Santana. Alright, let's go ahead and go on to the race. I didn't see the pole position, but we'll see it here. We'll probably be a little bit more towards the front, 5th and 9th. Okay, here we go. Temperature and the tires will start off cool. I'll push a little bit here just to get some temperature in, and I'll also allow teammate through. And you know what, I'll put a little temperature in the tires with the soft tires as well, even though I don't know what to expect there. And we'll speed up a little bit. So we're in 9th and 14th right now. Let's go up to Lottinen, who is actually holding out pretty well so far. Alright, so we're in 15th right now, and we're off our sponsorship bonus. 20th now for Santa Ana. Yeah, see, this is kind of what I expect on this track. We can't keep up with these guys. We might be able to get them in the pits, but if they get too much of a lead on us, which they're already kind of building, it's not really going to help. Alright, once we get the temperature in the tires up, I'm going to back off here. Alright. Let's see what the temperature in these tires does naturally if I'm not pushing. Yeah, we really could have used that new engine we just got, but unfortunately it's just not reliable enough. There's going to be too much wear and tear on the engine as is. Now I could push the engine more, but I don't think it's a good idea to do that right now. Now the upside is we'll be able to use that engine in the next race, but not this one, unfortunately. Now Sundown is keeping up okay-ish. Looks like the tires are cooling off. Go ahead and push a little bit here. I expect some pitting to happen. We might be able to gain some positions through that. Matter of fact, we're in 18th and 19th because there was a pit that happened. Santana won't be able to stay out too much longer though, so we're going to probably have to pit here. Okay, so I'm going to cue the pit. We'll get on more soft tires. Fuel up here. I think I'm going to take the 6-second pit. Although I am a little bit nervous with this track because of how much you burn fuel. And that will be good. Pit. And you are still good right now, so... Although I'm probably going to have to pit next lap. No rain projected. We've got some more pitting happening. And Lottinen's going to pass a lot of people as a result. Okay, so Lottinen, you're going to have to pit now. And we'll get you on softs because I think the mediums are too much of a disadvantage. Alright. Oh, I don't know if we can afford to only do 7 seconds worth of refueling. That seems... It seems not good. To be honest with you. But I'm going to try it. We have to pit early, we have to pit early. It's not the end of the world. Okay, Santana comes out on fresh tires. Into 15th. Quickly loses it. Okay, I'm a little bit concerned with how much fuel we filled up here. I'm not sure how well that's going to work for us. I mean, this is a track that doesn't take long to get around, that's for sure. So we're in 16th and 18th, but I don't know if we'll be able to hold on for that. And this is the kind of race, though, that you can get around with only a couple pit stops. All right, let's start pushing these tires. Oh, we already were pushing them over here. Let's back off on that. We're actually maintaining 16th and 18th okay. Which I'm a little surprised to see. Matter of fact, Santana's catching this guy, it looks like. Probably because we have the faster tires with better tire life, I would imagine. And that's a good sign that we're able to do that. It means that we're starting to get closer to the other teams on the bottom, that we're able to actually catch up to them. If we had that better engine, we would have passed this guy. Maybe. I mean, our acceleration's the same, though, so yeah, more than likely. Okay, so the tires are getting worn out enough that I don't think I'm going to have to worry about fuel too much. Probably going to end up pitting before I normally would. Matter of fact, let's just push these tires. And I'm going to go ahead and pit with Santana at this point. Get us another pair of soft tires. And then all we need is 6 laps worth of fuel. So hopefully we can get that without costing ourselves any time. Alright, I'll take the extra second. And might as well fuel up a little bit extra too if it's going to cost us some extra time. And we will make sure we've got the fresh tires. Good, pit. And then we'll have Lawton in pit after that. Fuel is going to be a little bit tight for Lawton, but not bad. Okay. Now you need to queue a pit. And we're going to get soft tires. And the same thing here. We're going to try and fuel up enough. Now we only need 5 laps worth of fuel. Okay. And we can do that with just 6 seconds. So we'll pit. Again, we're taking new tires. Good. That's good to see. I always try and check that and make sure we're not missing something. And pit. I'm a little bit concerned with the brakes on Lawton's car, but I'm hoping we'll be okay. Now you, my friend, first are going to get off push, but you're going to go into high gear here. As a matter of fact, you might even go into overtake gear because your engine can take it. And we've got the fuel for sure. Alright, go, 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 go. There you go, up into 10th. Okay, now you back off on your tires and give me high. Now keep an eye on the fuel. I mean, we still have a few laps to go here, and you do burn through fuel rather quickly when you're in overtake mode. I'm also going to keep an eye on this engine. Oh, somebody just retired. Interesting. Okay, we're catching up. I'm actually regretting not taking our... What was it, 8th or better, or was it 6th or better? Yeah, so brakes are getting a little... Nah, but we only have a couple laps to go. As a matter of fact, we might be able to go into... except this engine's probably not going to be able to take that as much as the engine we have here. So Santana is just absolutely flogging it around the course. Fortunately, we got way slowed down there for some reason. Come on, Santana. You can get in there at 7th. Come on. You got points now. Get us more points. Don't let these punks catch up to you. I'm a little bit concerned about our fuel. So I'm going to have to go into a lower gear here. Which means we're going to get passed and lose our points. Damn it. Alright, we did get up into 8th again. Alright, let's push these tires too. Come on, Santana, you can do it. Got a little bit of fuel left. Go high gear here. You do the same. Overtake. Alright, we got some points. We just lost 12th. I mean, not that it matters. That position doesn't give us any points. But we managed to get points again. I was really surprised at that. And that was just taking the excess fuel and flogging the crap out of our engine is what gave us that. And honestly, with the full pit crew, I might be able to do that more now that we have that ability to more or less fuel up without losing any time. Because I can get way more extra fuel at the end of the race than we need. And then just really push that engine hard. And with Santana, we can always ensure that we can do that because either she's using the nurse ability, which keeps the engine reliability up, or we use the other ability, which allows her to use higher engine modes and not do any damage to the car. So either way, no matter which bonus we take, we'll be able to do that with Santana and just absolutely flog the crap out of that engine. All right, well, we get more points. I was kind of surprised to see that. It would have been nice to get another position up and be in 7th, but hey, another point. And we are, Santana goes up in the driver's positions. Lawtonen goes down, unfortunately, for her. We unfortunately are also still in 9th because we only gained 1 point. And it's really interesting to see this dynamic where the team that's on top has so many more points than everybody else because the number 1 driver gets so many more points. If you know, you have to have that top driver if you want to do well now. So we just have to see if we can pull that off with our team. All right, well, that wasn't a bad performance, and we're probably going to gain some marketability as well, I hope. And I'd also like to see Lawtonen get the secondary mechanic bonus, because I think that would really help our team as well. Now, the one thing that I don't know if this is something that happens. I mean, I'd have to look at it. But if they don't have this mechanic, they really should put it in because it would make a lot of sense, is have the marketability of a driver go up depending on their performance. Because I really don't know if that happens. I kind of almost wonder if it's just a set stat. You know, it looks like Santana's marketability is always at 2%. But she did pretty good in that last race. Shouldn't her marketability go up? I mean, she got points, right? So that would be nice to see. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Her rivalry with Alex Rogers is about to run out, it looks like. Okay, well, in any case, let's go ahead and take a look at our mail. So we've got that. Interview, don't care. All right, so can't do anything until our cars were repaired, so let's repair it. And then as far as improving parts, we're going to stay on full-on reliability here. And we're going to have that new part built pretty soon, which is going to be suspension, yes? So we'll work on the reliability of that, and then we'll build our 3rd suspension part. But again, I don't know if that's something I'm going to do or not, because I don't know if any of the bonuses for doing that are really worth it. We'll see. But as far as reliability improvements go, we're at 79%. I guess we can back off this break and go on another one. Okay, well, That looks good to me. Let's advance a couple days here to our part getting designed. Okay. Let's take a look at designing the last part that we might design for this year and see what we can do with it. I mean, we've got the grade level. The only real problem is all the grade level is kind of crap. Unless we want to take the risk level. I mean, this is really, really useful. But risk level means that we might get caught and lose the part. And that's a big amount of investment. And then just have the part get banned. That really sucks. We could... All right, well, first off, we've got that. I figure we might as well do this, because that also boosts the performance. But outside of that, all the other performance boosts have a requirement. So if I do that, that doesn't actually make the max performance go up any. So that doesn't really help me. I don't want to take any risk level, and I have no way of getting rid of the risk level either. I could do reduced build time just to do it. Doesn't make the part any better. It also doesn't make the cost of the thing go up anymore. I could also reduce the red line, which means that the part is overall more reliable, but we're going to be able to get it to a point where it's reliable enough anyway, so that doesn't really help us either. Yeah, I'm just kind of bummed out. Our designer, I mean, it's just kind of random, but our designer gives us a bunch of crap that is totally useless. I mean, we could take this and just be like, okay, use soft tires, and then, you know, we'd be okay maybe. Well, this is better than that. There's no reason to take this because it reduces our reliability, and this is the exact same thing. All right, we'll take this. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's better than nothing, I guess. And we'll build that part. And confirm. Okay, so let's improve parts here. You know what? Actually, this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.